Hello, dear students of القلعة الحجازية National School, Secondary Stage, First Year, Traveler 2. Today, inshallah, we are going to talk about Module 4, 4D. So, please open your book page 54 and follow me.
4D, Way of Life. The typical pattern of behavior of a person or a group. 1. Reading. A. Discuss. What do you know about Alaska? Alaska is right here. This is a map of North America. This right here is the United States of America. Canada is right here. This part belonged to Canada in the past, long time ago. But then the United States gave money to Canada to buy this land. And today, Alaska is the largest state by area in the United States. If you look at the size of this state and the size of other states, you will find that this is the biggest, bigger than all other states. But compared to the other states, it has the least population. The number of people who live there isn't much. It is situated, its place is in the northwest of North America. The highest recorded temperature means how hot or how cold the weather is. The highest was 38 degrees Celsius and the lowest was minus 62 degrees. So Alaska is extremely cold, very cold. B. Read the text about the Inupiat in Alaska and answer the questions that follow. Inupiat, group of people who live in Alaska. This is their name, the Inupiats. What does Alaska offer visitors? What does Alaska give to visitors? What can visitors get? Where do Inupiat people live? Where exactly in Alaska? In the north, in the west, in the east? Why is the weather in Alaska unusual? The weather means if the sky is sunny, rainy, cloudy. Why is it unusual, not normal? What do Inupiat people eat? What happens when Inupiat people catch a whale? This is a whale. Now read with me. Alaska natives. Native means someone who was born and raised in Alaska. Alaska, the largest state of the USA, will surely impress the traveler. Impress, be admired and respected by the traveler with spectacular, amazing landscapes, beautiful nature, and a unique climate. Climate is the typical weather in an area. Unique means one of its kind. There is no climate like it. But if you met the inhabitants, the people who live there, you would realize, you would know that Alaska offers more than just pretty views, pretty things to see. It also gives visitors a fascinating opportunity, great chance to meet wonderful people and culture, wonderful people and the way of life, the way the people in that area live, culture, way of life that is very different from their own. One of the many peoples of Alaska, if you notice, we have an S here, peoples. Peoples means ethnic groups. One of the many peoples of Alaska are the Inupiat, who live in the north and the northwestern areas of the state. Most Inupiat people live in small villages. A village is a place that is smaller than a city with less facilities. that have been around for hundreds of years. that existed for hundreds of years. Others live in larger towns like Barrow, which is the most northern city in Alaska. Alaska is right here. The most northern city means it's right here at the very north. North is right here. South is right here. Barrow is exactly here. The most northern city in Alaska and the United States. In Barrow, temperatures can drop to minus 49 degrees Celsius in winter. C stands for Celsius. Also, because North Alaska is very close to the North Pole, not far away from the North Pole, North Pole is the point in the northern hemisphere where the Earth's axis of rotation meets its surface. The Earth rotates around itself at this point. It is completely dark, no sunlight. For more than 2 months in winter, you don't see the sun. And between May and August, there is constant daylight. The sun is always in the sky. Continuous daylight. The Inupiat are peaceful people. They don't like fighting with others. With a lot of respect for the environment. They admire the environment, the surrounding, the mountains, the water, the animals, and their traditions, their customs. Inupiat villagers rely on hunting. A villager is someone who lives in a village. Rely on, depend on, hunting, catching animal or fishing, and salmon fishing for their survival. Salmon is a kind of fish. Survival, to stay alive. Their prey is normally caribou. Prey, the animals they hunt. They usually hunt caribou. Caribou. Fish, especially salmon and whales. And for your information, whales are not fish. They are mammals, just like us humans. While the men go hunting or fishing, the women either work or stay at home and make warm clothes. Clothes that keep you warm, not cold, for their family. Sharing is very important. Sharing means you don't keep everything for yourself, you give it to the others. It's very important for the Inupiat. And when the men catch a whale, each member, each one that lives in that community, in that society. Community means the group of people that live in an area will be given some. Alaska is a special place, and it makes visitors wish they could go back, visit it again. Some say it's the land of diversity, of different things. One thing is for sure, you've never seen anything like it. So what does Alaska offer visitors? Not just pretty views, no, more than beautiful things to see. You can meet wonderful people and learn about their culture, their way of life. Where do Inupiat people live? They live in the north and northwestern areas of the state. Why is the weather in Alaska unusual? Because it is very close to the North Pole, and for that reason it is completely dark for more than 2 months in winter, and between May and August there is constant daylight. What do Inupiat people eat? They eat different things: whales, caribou, and salmon fish. What happens when Inupiat people catch a whale? They share with everybody. Now, look at the highlighted words in the text. There are 5 of them. Then match them with their meanings, A to E. Then complete the sentences below with the correct form of the words. If you needed past, use past. If you needed ing, add ing. Landscape means nature, the mountains, the water. Inhabitants, the people who live there. When you rely on something, that means you depend on it, you count on it. Prey, the animal or the fish that you catch or hunt. Community, group of people living together. All members, all people of our community like the idea of a new park in the area. I don't think you can on George to get a job done. He is not very responsible. He can't be in charge of anything. You can't count on him. You can't rely on him. You can't depend on him. Road trips are nice because they give you the chance to admire. When you admire something, you look at it and think how beautiful or impressive it is. You can admire the beautiful landscape. The injured animal, the animal that was hurt, couldn't run fast, so it was easy prey for the hungry lion. There are more than 2,000 inhabitants. We added S, we needed plural in this village. Would you like to visit Alaska? If you say yes, why yes? If you say no, why not? I surely would love to visit Alaska. Why? It's once in a lifetime experience. It's not like this is something you do every day. The Alaskan way of life, the Alaskan culture is intriguing. Intriguing means you really want to learn more about it. I'd also like to try tasting whales and caribou. Have you ever eaten whales or caribou? I guess not, and I would love to try them. Thank you for